Allegiant Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. To throw is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. They find some open field here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half, backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To the air yet again, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are on the board first here in Vegas. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down. playing with extreme confidence.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Watson. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Aquino with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Slot man moves right. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Raiders at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there. Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. One more time with Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. To throw his Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Now it's Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Flushed out right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
He's the gain of 14 yards. That's good for Las Vegas.
Now Carr. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Browns are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 122 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, The ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates, the worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right now at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
On play action, now Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point, and what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
You're mine. 637.
On first down, Carr. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Jacobs going to try the middle. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller from 21 yards away. And the Raiders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. will look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Keeps the score at Browns 14. Raiders 12.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Working with a 2nd and 3. And Chubb will try the middle here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line, because not only does it take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku from 17 yards out. And the Browns get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Raiders 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Raider first down.
Now Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Carr. Gets this to Waller. Room here to run. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
694. And later, 2.
Carr to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like he knows coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting